he says, wow. Yeah, immediately that got me laughing. Wow. I think we've got to give away the CD to the maddest person I've ever seen in my entire life. This guy down here, and he's pointing at me, and the crowd are going wild, and I'm just sort of doing this. Thanks, yeah, I was a complete nutcase. Thank you. Says you can claim your CD at the back later. Oh, brilliant! And they move on to the next song, which ironically was this tune called "My Energy," which is one of their songs, and the tagline is, "Jesus, you are my energy." And I was absolutely wrecked. I couldn't do anything for it. I couldn't dance, I couldn't sing. I was absolutely wrecked. Couldn't go on. But so I ended up winning this CD. And I don't think that story is, well, it is just a story about something that I did that was absolutely silly. And I won a CD. But I think that God was saying something to me about it, right? And it was, how mad are you going to be for me? And you see, what I felt really with the story is that, like, my friend Tim was like the Spirit, really. Sometimes the Spirit calls us to do things, go places, do things, perform miracles, whatever. And it's like the Spirit taps us on the back and says, go on, you know you want to. I dare you to go up there and do this thing. You just, like, whatever. One of two things you can do, of course, is that you can go, right, yeah, alright, okay. I know, Lord, that you called me to do this thing, so I'm going to do it. Even though it's completely lowering myself, making me appear completely stupid, I'm going to go and do it. Or you can be like I felt 10 seconds before, which is, whoa. People are going to think you're an absolute nutcase. Don't do it. And you don't do it. A friend of mine who was at the gig, Helen, she said to me afterwards, she was like, you know, Dave, when you were up there dancing and going completely mad, I wanted to join in. Not for the sake of joining in and dancing, but because I wanted to beat you. I wanted to show you wrong. I wanted to dance more mad than you were dancing and win that CD, because I know how gutted you'd be. But I didn't. I thought, it's going to be silly. And that's the whole point. That sometimes we think it'd be amazing to do these things. It wouldn't have been amazing if you go down to your local shopping centre and you just stand there waiting until God says, speak to that person who's going past with the Tesco bag or with the WH Smith bag or whatever. Speak to them. And when you speak to them, I am going to speak to you. And that is what you're going to say to them. You're going to prophesy over this person. How amazing would that be? How amazing would it be to go to different hospitals and say, right, you, in that bed, get up out of it, because God is going to heal you. Isn't that would be absolutely phenomenal, but we don't do it. I don't believe it's because we haven't got the anointing or anything. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's just that sometimes we go, this is nuts, I'm not doing this, this is really embarrassing. Can you imagine going up to that hospital and you pray over this person, you say, get up out of that bed, ye of little faith or whatever, and they get up and fall down on the floor because their legs don't work? How embarrassing would that be? To go over to that person and say, you have not got cancer anymore, and they have a scan and they've still got a tumour bigger than a football. But when you go down to your local shopping centre and you speak to that person and says, God says that your name is whatever, and you know, and God is saying this, and it's completely irrelevant, how stupid are you going to feel? How stupid are you going to look? But still, God calls us to do those things, and we've just got to trust him. So I felt that Tim was like the Spirit, and the thoughts that came into my mind were like the world's view. And I completely lowered myself. Let's be honest, I was a complete nutcase. If you were there, you would have been embarrassed to know me. I'm sure that the guys I was with were embarrassed to know me. I completely went for it. Absolutely nuts. But I was honoured for it. I won a CD. And yeah, okay, it's only a CD. But in spiritual terms, can you believe how much honoured I would be if I actually did what God wanted me to? That I went to places and did what He wanted me to do. God would honour what I did. Because He would go, you've completely lowered yourself, you've gone completely mad. I'm going to honour you.